The man pushed open the front door, planning to buy breakfast, but he had no idea that the streets were now full of zombies. He walked to the store at a relaxed pace. He did not even notice the bloody handprint on the freezer. When he went to pay, he realized the shopkeeper was missing, so he tossed a few coins onto the counter. In fact, the shopkeeper had already turned into a zombie. On his way back home, a zombie came toward him. The man thought it was just a homeless guy. He told him he was broke too and walked away without looking back. At home, the man lay comfortably on the couch, drinking beer and watching TV. He had no clue that zombies were real. Just then, his friend told him there was a sexy woman in the yard. The man got up right away to check it out. He called out to the woman from behind, but she didn't respond. Then his friend threw a rock at her. That finally got her to turn around. They were both surprised. They thought the woman had just gotten drunk and lost her way. But suddenly, the woman pounced on the man. His friend ran back into the house, not to grab a weapon, but to grab a camera. He snapped a photo of the man and the female zombie together. Only then did they realize something was very wrong with her. The man warned her not to come any closer, but she lunged at him again. He pushed her away with all his strength. Then something terrible happened. But to their shock, the woman got back up like nothing had happened. They were stunned. They rushed back inside to calm down. On TV, there was an emergency alert about zombies. The host told everyone to shut their doors and windows, but they hadn't closed anything. They looked up and saw a zombie had already entered the house. Frightened, they threw anything they could find, but it didn't work. Then the friend grabbed an ashtray and smashed it against the zombie's head. At that moment, the news anchor said the only way to stop a zombie was to destroy its brain. The two of them suddenly had a plan. They would go after the female zombie from earlier. They grabbed a basket of junk and started throwing things wildly, but it didn't help. Then they switched to vinyl records. To their surprise, the records were powerful weapons, but their aim was awful. In the end, they had to use the most brutal method to take down the two zombies. Back in the room, the news said that if someone got bitten, they needed to isolate right away. The two men looked up toward the roof. Another friend was still sleeping up there. They shouted a few times, but there was no reply. That guy must have been a heavy sleeper. The man quickly called his mother. She told him that his stepfather had been bitten, but she was still safe for now. The man thought for 5 minutes. Then he decided to go rescue his mother.